I'm Clint. Today is December 5th, and we're coming to you guys in one of our last 3 episodes of our 2 Cents Live. And today's going to be a special episode. We're going to review everything that we've done in the year of 2017. I want to welcome Nolan and Galen.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah? You guys all ready for the holidays?
Mm-hmm.
You say, but I know neither of you have done anything. So
Done nothing.
apparently you're not worried.
Oh, of course I was planning, and I have everybody's gifts prepared. I'm ready.
Yeah. So guys, today is December 5th. It's been an awesome year. 2017 has been a great year. I want to actually go through today, and we're actually going to review a lot of the articles that we've been in. Some of these go back to the middle of 2016. But we're going to review all of the cool placements, all of the things that we've been in this year. So I know we have Nick Vacour. I don't know if you're watching, Nick. He's our PR guy. He does awesome. And he's the reason that we're in a lot of these articles, other than the fact that we understand benefits and retirement.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah. So there's a reason. So some of these we've written. The first one is why veterans become federal employees. So this article is about the reasons that veterans become federal employees. A lot of federal employees that we work with were also veterans in the past. So one of the things that is involved in this is preference points. I don't know if anyone's heard about it, but if you're a veteran and you have preference points, it basically helps you get hired. We'll just put these over there. Actually, you know what, here, I can put them all down over here. So the first article that we were in, and this was actually back in July of 2016, was the first article that we had published, that we actually wrote the article about why veterans become federal employees. So also, if you're a federal employee watching this and you want to bid on another job and you are a veteran, those veterans preference points can apply to you bidding on that new job too.
They do. I always recommend going to USA Jobs. It's a great site to bid on federal positions.
So this one's good for Galen. Galen, always, when you're sitting down with people, you talk about the TSP. This is milestones of the Thrift Savings Plan.
I do. It's important years of the Thrift Savings Plan and where to know those years and to take advantage of the Thrift Savings Plan. You know, through your career, you want to invest. When you reach 59 and a half, you want to sit down and, start talking about retirement. It's a good article. I do like this one. Was it one of the first ones?
Well, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, since we're just getting started.
No, I mean the date.
Oh, so the date was the July, August, so this was September of 2016.
Okay, so it's still
So this
16.
was our second article that we were featured in. The third one was, well, not featured in. This is an article that we actually wrote. All of the Veterans Voice articles that we've been in, we actually wrote them ourselves. And the Veterans Voice is a publication that goes all over the United States.
Yeah,
and it's in a bunch of VA hospitals.
VA hospitals, correct. This one's yours.
Oh, it is mine. Mm-hmm. So this is SGLI, VGLI, which is Service Members Group Life Insurance, and Veterans Group Life Insurance, the pros of con and keeping it or whether you should go to the open market. So whenever military service members are in the military, they get to be part of SGLI, which is Service Group Members Life Insurance, anyone that's in the military. After they get out of the military, they can continue and have Veterans Group Life Insurance. And all of our federal employees that are talking to us know about, what do they have? Putting you on the spot here. FEGLI. Mm-hmm. Federal Employees Group Life Insurance. So we work with, you're going to learn this, we work with so many federal employees that there's a lot of mishmash in between where military people kind of come into. So
SGLI and VGLI work, well, VGLI works like FEGLI, where it doubles in price every 5 years, group term.
So the next one we have is another Veterans Voice article. I actually like this one. It's what do all of these acronyms mean? So I literally just went through and explained a bunch of different acronyms, like the Veterans Group Life Insurance, Vocational Rehab and Employment is VR&E. And we also talked about aid and attendance. So it's about different articles or different acronyms that apply to veterans. So that was our, how many articles? So that is our 4th article, right? And those were mostly Veterans Voice. Then we had GoBankingRates.com. Do you remember this? It was March of this year.
I do.
So what's the article about?
It's about So you blew your paycheck, now what? What do you do? Things to help with income, how to generate income, how to save money into your family budget. You know, it's a really good article.
So it was published on the same day that we purchased our office here. The day that we closed on our office here is the same day that that was published. It was March 15th. So we're not just reviewing all of the articles that we did this year. We're also going to talk about some of the other awesome things that we did too. So we had the article GoBankingRates.com that we were featured in. Well, Galen was featured in, but that was also the day that we bought our office and we moved to Indiana. It was like the Jeffersons moving on up, you know. You know, unless of course you live in Luzerne Mines, and then it's awesome. So that was GoBankingRates.com. This was the first big article that we had, the first big publication that was next, and it was with Galen. Do you remember? It's actually, yeah, with Galen in it. So this was how to use life insurance for investing.
Life insurance is a great vehicle for investing.
Tell us about it.
It's in the article. You have to read it. I mean, you can get a universal product and get a nice fixed index in that product and have growth and not have any negativity. So, I mean, there's multiple ways you can invest in life insurance. Life insurance isn't just for, you know, if you pass away. It can be for other things as well. And that's what the article's about. I do remember that one.
Nice. So that was U.S. News and World Report, How to Use Life Insurance for Investing, that Galen was featured in. Next was actually, this is probably one of the biggest, the first huge article that we were featured in. It was with the Associated Press. Ready to serve businesses, find vets are dedicated and capable. So the Associated Press is a huge publication. Joyce M. Rosenberger wrote it. And I remember this because it came out the day after our ribbon cutting. So we had a ribbon cutting May 23rd of this year. And then May 24th, we were published and featured in the Associated Press. The article actually starts, Clinton Smith hires veterans because he knows military service has helped them become dedicated and hardworking staffers. When you say, I need you to do this right now, they get it done and get it done well, says Smith, a former Marine who is CEO of Government and Civil Employee Services, a financial planning company in the western Pennsylvania borough of Indiana. Smith also finds that veterans are ideal for his company, whose clients are mostly federal workers. Anyone who's been in service has spent years understanding and navigating government-supplied benefits. The military experience in these individuals truly comes back in positive ways throughout the rest of their adult lives, says Smith, who with his partner Galen Bargerstock has 6 employees, 3 of them veterans. So that was whenever Dylan was working with us.
It is.
Hi, Dylan. I don't know if you watch the videos anymore. Probably not. My mom doesn't. And that was a huge article.
Yeah.
So whenever that article was published, it was literally overnight. Our Google search results changed, and you could find stuff about us a lot easier on Google as soon as that was published. When that publication was published, it was picked up by 120 different publications all over the country that ran it as an article on their place as well. So it was featured in a lot of different city publications. So it was huge whenever that came out. That was a huge day for us. I remember how excited I was. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that day.
Speaking of which, it was the day after we moved here, right? So if you guys see, this is, do you see this yet? This is our ribbon cutting whenever we moved to the office up here. So we were featured in the Indiana Gazette for moving to Indiana.
It was fun. I liked the big scissors. We didn't get to keep them though.
I did not like what I wore that day, which I'm glad that it is forever going to be a memory.
I always look good.
Yeah, well, that was right whenever we started dieting. So we were on our summer slim down at that point. So after that, we were featured in another Veterans Voice article. I actually have the publication for this one. It's Federal Employees Retirement System Pension Survivor Benefits. What are they and are they worth it? So this is actually really important. I know that we kind of talked about survivor benefits the other day. What do you think about survivor benefits, Nolan?
I guess you kind of have to choose what survivor benefits you get.
Yeah, that's
why we're here.
very good answer. Yeah.
You do. And sometimes you don't have a choice in the government one. It's an annuity package, so you have to take at least something if you're providing health insurance. Yeah, that's a good article. The survivor benefits, I get asked a lot of questions on what option should I take for retirement for my pension. Whether you're going to leave on money to your spouse, whether you have life insurance, whether your TSP or your financial products have been built up big. So survivor benefits is a big topic.
The next one after that was U.S. News and World Report again. I was featured in the U.S. News and World Report. I was interviewed about things that you need to do whenever you move to a new city. Galen and I, whenever we got together, we moved to Pittsburgh, moved to Florida, moved to Pittsburgh, moved to Western Pennsylvania, moved to Pittsburgh, moved to Indiana. We moved like
9 times.
9 times in 9 years. So we were like professionals at moving. And that was some of the experience that I talked about in this article, is things that you should look for whenever you move to a new city. But U.S. News and World Report, we were featured in your financial checklist for retiring to a new city. After that, you were featured, Galen. So this one, that came out on August 3rd. And then, Galen, you were in U.S. News and World Report the next day.
Okay. For 7 financial products you can't live without.
You can live without.
Oh, you can live without, yep. Theft insurance, short-term disability insurance, dental insurance. It's not really you can live without them. I go inside of the article, I talk about them, and they are needs-based insurance, and not everybody needs them. Insurance, every kind of insurance has its own place, rightfully, but this one says, well, maybe it's not for you. So
yeah. Like, for example, if your wedding is going to be in a fire hall, you don't need event insurance.
No.
If you're going to like Barbados, yes, you need event insurance. So then Galen's first TV appearance. Do you remember?
I remember it.
I do. So it was budgeting for back to school shopping.
Budgeting for back to school shopping. This one was, I liked it. I mean, I know how to budget, but I don't have kids. I had to think back, and I had to talk to Kelly and Michelle and, see what is appropriate now for back to school shopping.
What people do.
What people do, I liked it. It was fun. I was nervous. Good times.
He definitely was nervous. I was there. I remember. Not saying full-on train wreck, but he was nervous for the first time. I mean, now it's like not even a big thing. We don't even go out to eat afterwards now.
No.
The next one was another Veterans Voice article. Should you buy back military time while working under FERS? So federal employees, this is all about whether or not you should buy back your time and how buying back time actually adds to your retirement. So another Veterans Voice article that yours truly had written. Actually, no, you wrote. Yeah.
And I can sum it up. Buy back your time. If the government wants money from you for something, chances are it's pretty good. And if you plan on retiring from there or you're vested, it's going to add money to your retirement. So buy it back.
The next was U.S. News and World Report. So Galen was featured in U.S. News and World Report for talking about, I'm going to give you a hint and see if you can guess it. Government.
What
Okay,
was
I'm going to
it?
give you another guess. Bail.
Government bailout.
On.
Oh, I don't remember. What was it? The student loans.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Student loan forgiveness.
Student loan forgiveness. Ooh. Student loans are, a lot of people have them,
People who go to school at least.
Yeah. I mean, I went to the military to pay off my student loans, but I still know people around my age that are still paying on student loans, and they are a burden. This article was about programs that are available right now, though, that if you're in that program, the government helps pay a portion of your student loans back. So I would hate if they got rid of that.
So the next one is behind Galen. Can you grab that, Galen? So one of the things that we did, because obviously we just moved here a while ago, I'm trying to get all of our articles put together so we can hang them up. I actually hired someone to figure all this out for me, but I just figured it out today in a half hour. This is when Galen was featured for
9/11.
Yeah. So what was the article about?
It says, how 9/11 changed my life. I was there for 9/11. I saw the World Trade Centers fall, walked around town, around New York City that day. So, this just talks about what happened to me that day and kind of
You
what
were giving out water and stuff that night.
yeah, kind of what put me on the path to where I'm at now. Because before this, I was going to school for audio engineering and production. So this is a far cry from that. And this, it did put me in this direction.
So you went to school for audio engineering and production, but you couldn't help us figure out these microphones?
You didn't ask.
So this is going to be up in our office soon, guys. We've done a lot this year. That's why I wanted to do this episode of our 2 Cents Live. And we're not even done yet. We still have more articles to go through. But the whole reason we're going through all this stuff today is because we want to share with you guys all the awesome stuff that has happened. And the only reason that we're able to be in all of this awesome stuff, the only reason we've had an awesome year and that we have an awesome office that people can come into now is because of everyone that refers us. That's it. That's all it comes down to, is that we get tons of referrals. I mean, that's 99% of our business now is from referrals. And all of this other stuff is just fun stuff that comes along with it. Like Galen's tips for learning or for purchasing life insurance was on WTAJ.
I don't remember those. I do remember it going on, but I don't remember the tips for purchasing life insurance.
I do.
You should definitely purchase life insurance for multiple reasons. What were the tips?
Some of them were like, don't purchase online.
Oh no, you absolutely have to meet with somebody. That's a necessity. When all is said and done, you don't want a call center handling your business when you pass away.
Four reasons to think twice before purchasing life insurance online.
Yeah. It's great to get a good deal and all that, but there's nothing better than, calling upon somebody and relying on them to, walk you through this.
So, excitement, right? That was cool. That was your second or third time on the news. So then, this was on October 3rd. So we're coming up now, guys. We're coming up towards the end. October 3rd, do you remember? Creditcards.com?
Maybe. Military Lending Act, credit cards rules take effect October 3rd. Yeah, the caps on the interest rates for military personnel, you can't go above 36%. It's impossible because of this act. So, it's the government looking out for military for maybe predatory lenders or something like that. I like this article. It was a good one. Yeah.
So that was the first time you were featured on creditcards.com. So then number 18 is right here. Nolan, right to your left. So this one was super cool. So Galen and I were going down for training to Colorado Bankers Life, or CB Life, in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. And we were pulling into the airport, and I got the email from Nick that said, you guys were featured today in the Wall Street Journal this morning, or Galen was featured in the Wall Street Journal. And so we're sitting there having breakfast in the airport, and I'm like, I wonder if it's at the newsstand right down here, because I don't even think anywhere around here sells a Wall Street Journal, right? So we walked down to the newsstand, and it was sitting there.
It was right there, yeah. Opened up, looked through it, and then read it. I like that one. I like it most of all because of the situation where we're in. It was one of those moments in my life that I'll probably never forget. So this is probably, to me, the most important one we did.
Yeah. It was really cool. While we were sitting on the airplane, like 3 seats up from us, a guy was reading the article. And I wanted to be like, hey, this is him. This is him right there. But I didn't want to also be the crazy person at 11 o'clock in the morning on the airplane. So
it's a good article, too.
Yeah.
It's about the military retirement plan and how the military is going to start savings.
So now they're going to start matching money?
Yeah, starting January 1st of 2018, the military is now going to have a thrift savings plan, and they are going to have matching money in that. And the vesting will start after 2 years. So now people like me that were in the military, that were not encouraged to put into the TSP because there was no matching money, now are going to start setting aside money for retirement. And I think that the younger a person can get started saving and learning about investing, the better. It's fantastic. I love it.
I do too. I think that it's actually really cool. The Wall Street Journal was huge, and that was exciting for, I mean, we're in little Indiana, Pennsylvania, you know? So the next one was also on Central PA Live. 5 ways to pay off debt. Get smart about credit day.
Okay.
Do you remember getting smart about credit day?
All the time. You have to save money and budget. I don't really remember all the tips. Were there 3 tips?
You would recommend maybe throwing an old-fashioned payment. Write a check out, send it in the mail, and make an extra payment that month. That'll help pay it down as well.
Well, she was asking me questions at that point, and so I was just saying back my answer, because if you pay a little bit extra on an account every month, it is going to go down. So the best way to do that is just to throw a check in the mail when you're not missing it and get that debt down a little bit.
So it's good. It's funny that we go on all of these articles and we do all of these things. And you talk about paying down credit card debt or how to save money shopping, or the last one was how to make your funds go further this holiday season, right? But we're not to that yet. But you sound like a personal shopper who's really good at using credit cards sometimes if you actually listen to them. So I don't want people to be confused. He's not a personal shopper.
No.
That's my department, right? Which I could tell you 6 ways to optimize your paycheck. That was me for U.S. News and World Report. That's the next one. This came out on October 27th. So this was just at the end of the month last month. I was featured in U.S. News and World Report. I think we've all paid for Netflix for 12 months after we stopped using it, says Clinton Smith, CEO of Government and Civil Employee Services in Indiana, Pennsylvania. A lot of people don't control their spending, Smith says. Too many people skip this step until it's too late. They try to figure it out after they're broke, he says. Rather than waiting until a financial crisis, spending evaluation should happen regularly and proactively. So,
Yeah, I've been known to buy an app off of the store, like in the app stores, and not know how to cancel it. So I've paid a couple months extra on a couple products.
until you end up losing that credit card, Netflix automatically cancels it and you get an email that your credit card has been declined.
And then you're happy, but then you're like, when did I do that?
Yeah.
It's happened.
We haven't had Netflix since 2004. You know, it's like the time we paid for Planet Fitness for a long time. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Nolan and Galen, it's been a great year.
That was it?
That was it. That's all the articles. Other than the last one was how to make your funds go further this holiday season. Galen was just on WTAJ, like 2 weeks ago? It was the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we kind of reviewed it last week as well. But that was all of our articles. That's 21 different placements and publications that we were featured in, and that's not counting the places that they were republished or re-put. So like the AP article, I mean, that was 129 different publications just on that one article.
I remember Yahoo Finance picked us up for something.
A
Yeah.
lot of these articles get picked up by Yahoo Finance too. Business Insider picked one of them up. GoBankingRates.com, CreditCards.com, Central PA Live, Wall Street Journal, Indiana Gazette twice, U.S. News and World Report 5 or 6 times. I lost count. It's been a great year.
Yeah, I like doing the articles. It's a mixture. It mixes things up. As much as I like, talking about benefits and reviews and helping people, writing the articles does break up the day sometimes, and just talking about other topics is fun.
Yeah. The PR is fun. A lot of people, we do marketing and we do all these videos on Facebook and stuff like that, but PR is different. It's where an actual publication or outside source is quoting you and holding you out as an expert. So it's cool that we've been able to do this stuff, because we've been growing our business from the beginning to get to this point, and we're just going to continue to grow. And that's what Nolan's here for, to help us grow. And that's what these videos are for, to help us grow.
I know Nicole wrote an article, so you're going to have to write an article pretty soon.
Nicole there was another article that Nicole wrote. We also had a former employee write an article. So there were other articles that we didn't even bring out today. So Tons of good stuff, guys. 2017 has been a great year. And 2018 is going to be even better. I know, because there's no stopping. You're still busy, you know. The other thing I want to talk about is what we have going on next week. So we're going to be doing our 2 Cents Live next week with the wonderful Aaron Ludwig. At Government and Civil Employee Services, we often have to recommend our clients to an outside source, such as an accountant or an attorney or something like that. And Aaron Ludwig is the attorney that we recommend in our office. He can do power of attorneys, he can do trusts, he can do wills, all of that stuff. And we're going to talk with him next week about the kind of services that he can offer to our clients at Government and Civil Employee Services. His name's Aaron Ludwig. He just started his own practice here in Indiana. He's a nice guy. So we look forward to coming with him next week.
Yeah, we sure do.
And he's going to share some tips with us next week too, possibly on baking cookies. I'm not sure yet. We're going to have to talk to him about that. But next week could be snickerdoodles with Aaron if he wants it to be. So
Could be.
yeah. After that, we have December 26th, right, is the next one after that.
19th.
19th. Okay. And that is the one that we're going to have is going to be our final send-off. It'll be the last episode because December 26th, guys, we're not going to give you one of these awesome shows. You guys are going to be coming down from your Christmas high. So we're not going to be doing this on December 26th because hopefully we're going to be on a vacation and not be in the office that day. So
That's the plan.
yep. Guys, I hope you are all ready for Christmas. Christmas is coming up soon. It's been an awesome year. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done for us. It wouldn't have been an awesome year if it wasn't for our clients who refer us. I know there's Susan Knadig, I can't pronounce her last name, and the people that watch these videos. If you liked our videos these years, guys, please comment and let us know that you've liked them because we're trying to figure out what we want to do for next year. And if you guys want us to continue these videos, we definitely want to. So
Yeah.
we're going to continue them anyways. So I hope you want it. Right? You have anything to say, Galen?
No, I mean, just enjoy the season. I mean, this is the holiday season. It's the best time of year.
Right?
Yeah.
Postal employees are working their butts off right
They're
now.
working their butts off. It's Super Bowl. This is it.
It's the Postal Super Bowl. Nolan, what do you think? What kind of words of wisdom do you want to impart on us all?
I mean, nothing. I mean, it's the end of the year. I hope everyone has a great holiday.
Are you looking forward to next year?
Yeah, we're looking forward to next year.
I think it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good year. Yeah,
Cool,
looking
guys.
forward to it.
So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our 2 Cents Live. We'll see you guys next week with Aaron Ludwig Law Offices. See you soon.
I guess.
Yeah.